What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So this is going to be the part 2 video. This is going to be the post-range review of my new CZ75D compact. All right. So I'm very, very impressed with this gun. So all the viewers out there that for over these years have been telling me I got to try out a CZ, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you sooner. This gun is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, before I get into it, guys, as usual, this video is sponsored by Call Beyond Duty Coffee. This is an American company down in Florida, and it's run by police officers and firefighters and first responders and veterans, and they make really, really good coffee, and I absolutely love it. Hands down, I love their coffee. I have all the coffees I've had, so you could argue Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts all you want. I'm going to argue Call Beyond Duty Coffee all day long. So if you want to check out a sample pack, go down below in the description. You will find a link. Go check out the website, give them some love, and try out a sample pack. Go get yourself a subscription. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Now, let's get into this part 2 post-range review video. So, today was range day. And once again, I'll just highlight real quick is for years, I've been doing this channel for like 5 years now, give or take. I've had people constantly commenting that, Matt, you have to try a CZ75. You got to do a review on it. You got to just try to shoot it. You'll love it. If you like 1911s, you're going to love the CZ75. And they've been, it's like probably the most requested gun that I get hands down is some version of a CZ75. Now, I'm not a CZ75 expert. I know various models. I know popular models like the Shadow 2, the 75B and all that other stuff. I know that type of models. But when I picked up this one, I know very limited about it. I just knew that I'm like, okay, CZ75D, so it's a decock only. So it's a decocking gun, which is great. It's a compact gun, and it feels really good in my hand, and I like it. So I bought it, and I brought it home. When I brought it home, I was looking for reviews and stuff like that, and I talked about this in the last video. And I've heard most people are saying this is a PCR model. And I looked it up, and it didn't look like a PCR compared to them because of the different controls. And the box didn't say PCR, gun doesn't say PCR or anything like that. But it just so happens because I have a great community here right in the Armed and Steady Firearms channel. That's what this channel is actually called. So I have a great support group here in general and a knowledge group here too, and there's some CZ people that actually came through, not just people CZ lovers, that said, Matt, that is a hands down, that's a PCR model. The slide's not marked, but yeah, that is a PCR model. So that's the Czech police model that they have on that. So this is the PCR model. So I'll put that in the title of the video so you guys know for sure, because now I know for sure. But anyway, so today was range day. Now, I picked up 150 rounds of 9mm. Now it was cheap stuff again because that's all they had. It was 115 grain. I think it was aluminum case stuff. I don't even know the name brand. It was just, it's what the range had, and I literally can't find ammo anywhere except for this range, which is sad. So it's what they had in the shop. So I'm like, all right, I'll do 150. I'll do my range of the shooting. Now, I get a decent amount of rounds because when I get a new gun, I want to break it in. I recommend that whenever you get a new gun, you've got to break it in. You got to get a feel for it because the gun's going to feel different to you to any other gun that you've shot. So you have to get used to the guns. You have to get used to the sights. You got to get used to the feel of the recoil and everything else when it comes to the gun. So for years, I've always recommended put about 300 rounds through it. But with the ammo shortage out there, so I had to stick with about 120 rounds is what I actually put through it. Because when I went today, I didn't just take this gun. I also took my 92X because I wanted to test out these new Langdon sights on it and see if anything's changed since when I had it. So I brought these two guns out there. About 120 of those rounds went straight into this gun because I wanted to get a feel for it. And I'm very, very impressed with this pistol. Now I'll pull up the target here. So here is the IDPA target that I picked up. All right. So this is the group that I'm primarily focusing on right here, and this one up here. When I first got the gun, I'm used to, when it comes to double action, I'm used to that nice kind of souped up trigger, that nice like trigger job of the 92X. So when I got behind this gun, I noticed the CZ75 feels like your trigger finger is a little bit farther forward, and it's a very long, it's much longer than a Beretta when it comes to the trigger pull, but it's not a bad trigger pull at all. It's actually so smooth that it actually startled me a couple times, and I actually flinched my first 2 rounds because it caught me off guard. I'm like, holy crap, this trigger is actually a lot better than I expected it to be. Now, I counted these down here. You see these ones down here. It was about 24 rounds is what it took me to get used to this, actually, the feel of this gun, where the sights are. Now, every gun shoots a little bit different per the person. So what I first found when I first started shooting it is I have to hold a 12 o'clock hold. So what that means, if you look at this would be a clock, I have to aim above where I want it to hit. So I'd have a slight 12 o'clock hold in order to bring it down to where I shot it. So once I figured out what I needed to do, this is what happened to the target right here. Now there's this other little group over here. That's actually from the Beretta, but this right here is straight up, all this little section right here, that is for the 92X. This tiny group here, along with these over here, are from the Beretta at 50 yards away. Whereas this group right here, including that, is from the CZ75D at 50 yards away. Look at that hole. So I was very, very, very impressed with this pistol. Just very impressed with this pistol. Now, when I first got it, I was like, the trigger isn't that bad. So it's got a nice long trigger pull. It's not too heavy. It's just like kind of a really, really long and smooth trigger pull. When I got the rounds actually through it, I actually kind of fell in love with this trigger. Is it as smooth as that one? Not quite as smooth as that one, but the way how this feels when my finger and the way how my hand is and the leverage that the design allows me to get on this, I have better leverage on this than I do in the Beretta. It felt really, really good in my hand, and the grip was almost just the right size. I actually ordered some block grips. I'll be doing a video when those come out here for this specific gun because they're cool grips and I like them, and they're zombie green, so why not? But everything about the feel of this gun was just amazing to me when I was out there on the range. Now, I know all the CZ people out there for years have been telling me that once I shoot a CZ75, you'll never shoot anything else. I still love my 1911s. I love my Berettas. I like my Glocks. I like my revolvers. I don't think I'll go so far as CZ Cultists, but I will tell you that this has caught my eye, and CZ has now officially caught my eye and become one of my absolute top favorite brands, probably even above Sig Sauer. Because the way how this gun is designed, it fits my hand like a glove. It shoots great. The recoil management is great to it, and it's accurate. It is very, very, very accurate from a literally off-the-shelf gun that came from the factory. No trigger jobs, no nothing in it. It's just a great shooting gun. Hands down, just a great shooting gun. And I absolutely loved it. And today's range day, I mean, it's just, I want to shoot it again. I really want to shoot it again. It's a good shooter. So I know a lot of people tune into these videos to find out what I think about this gun, or if they should go out and purchase a gun, or if they did purchase, they want to find that. And I'm telling you guys, this is a great way to go. It is a perfect carry size. I mean, this is 100% going in my carry. You probably will see me carry this more than this. Sorry, Beretta fans out there. I'm a Beretta fan too. But there's something about this in my hand and the size and the way how it fits and the lightness of it and everything else on it that this is probably going to be my concealed carry gun. So it's definitely being added into my concealed carry because I carry a couple guns. But this will probably take priority over this one because honestly, guys, it's a great shooter. It's a great shooter and it's fun to shoot. It is really fun to shoot. I'm a huge fan of it. Now I'm also going to do a video later on, another video a little bit later, between these two guns, because after today's range, I think it's a good idea to actually bring these two side by side and kind of talk about them and stuff like that, and my thoughts on them and stuff like that. But right now, when it comes down to it, this PCR model, guys, God, is phenomenal. A great pistol, and this has now become one of my new favorite guns. It really has. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and remember, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.